Guys, we've been doing this show for almost 2 years now, and I haven't presented my own story since almost the second show. So I'm like a little nervous, a little bit. But we knew that when this happened to me, we had to talk about it. So this is my story about my fuckboy, Dean. So Dean had some things going for him. He was 6 foot tall, 31, had been single for 2 years, and he had the calling card of any great fuckboy, the long-term relationship status on Hinge. Yes, and the thing about Dean is that he had unbelievably creative and thoughtful date ideas. For our second date, he came up with a Chopped-style cooking competition. We assembled appetizers by picking items from a grocery store and then trying each other's appetizers and rating them. He had printed out a Canva rating card. He sent me the coordinates for a date to meet him at a random location. It ended up being a splatter paint room. But you guys, I had my guard up. Obviously, with all of these creative dates, I was like, I don't want to just be one of a million girls you're taking these dates on. So I asked, are you doing this with everyone, or are you love bombing me? And he said, I haven't gone on more than a few dates with someone in over a year. Even my coworkers are asking for updates on you. So he had me feeling really secure about the relationship. I'm sure some of you are waiting for a text back right now. Clap if you're waiting for a text back right now. Yeah. I love communication, and I always wondered, what would it look like if a guy texted me as much as I want him to text me back? And rest assured, I have the answer. We exchanged 2,500 texts over 4 weeks together. I love communication. So what could have gone wrong? He always had some kind of ailment, was always bitching about his chest, his head, always something unsettled. He was like a sickly Victorian child. Constantly ill. I mean, giving me too much information at all times. So I was falling for diaper boy, okay? He was giving me all the signs. And then my friend Erica gave me a text. She said, Andie, are you still dating or looking for something serious? And I responded the way that anyone would if they're looking for something serious. Heck yizzle. And so she connected me with this guy, let's call him Jake, and Jake texted me and asked me out. But you know, when you don't text back right away and then it's too late to text back, so you just keep saying, I'm gonna text them back, and then you never do. Things were going well with Diaper Boy, so I didn't text back, and 5 days later, I still had not replied, so Jake did what no modern man has done before. He called me. And the thing about me is, I told Dean, I'm not exclusive until I'm your girlfriend. And so when Jake asked me out, I said, sure. So we agreed to a date, but that weekend things really progressed with Dean. So we had a show in this exact venue almost a year ago, and Dean sat over there with my friends, went out with us after. I texted my parents about him. I literally hadn't texted my parents about anyone since being single over a year prior. And at the end of the weekend, he said, I want you to be my girlfriend. I just want you to meet my friends first, so how's next weekend? So I was like, I can't go on a first date with Jake tomorrow, right? That would be fucked up. So I texted Jake and I said, let's just cancel. And he took it really well. So 24 hours later, the day started as it always did. Dean said, good morning. He had an ailment of some kind. And then he said, I'm about to lock in. Have a great day, he said. Wishing me a great day. An hour later, he says this. Can I give you a call after work? I have some things that I've been thinking about a lot and we should talk. Is something wrong? I've just been really anxious about some things and I've been trying to make heads and tails and want to talk to you. Not good. But at this point, he texted me good morning. He said, have a great day. I really am not thinking it's that bad. So we get on the call and the first thing he says, I don't think I should be in a relationship right now. And I was like, okay, you want me to wait for you? What do you want here? And I had to really push him into a corner to say, I don't want a relationship with you ever. I feel like an asshole. I just have a lot of anxiety. I'm such a people pleaser. Don't worry, I booked therapy for later today. Anyway, really devastating, but a week later, my friends run into him at a bar. He shaved his head. He went to the bathroom and had a panic attack. He left because he saw them. You guys, they got a picture of him. It's really good. I know. Can you believe they got that picture? It's a good shot. Very artistic. Even crazier, he didn't follow me on Instagram. I have a public profile. He spent every single day looking at my Instagram story and looking me up for weeks. I stopped keeping track, but it was for weeks after that. So fuckboys, what is your diagnosis?
This is a fuckboy. Oh, man.
It's a classic case of fuckboy.
He never asked you to be
case.
his girlfriend. He said, I want you to meet my friends, and then I'll ask you to be my girlfriend? That's insane.
Really? You don't think that, you need to hit certain milestones to become
He should
exclusive?
have asked you after you met the friends then.
He's
meant
not
to
even
Instead
say
of
bring
like
it up.
dangling it. And, like,
He was dangling.
Bro, he's mentally
True.
unstable, clearly.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can tell just by the behavior.
Yeah, the diaper.
That's what I'm saying. The diaper, this nigga's dying. Why is he dying
He's
every day?
always dying.
He's dying every day. He's trying to figure out, bro, just eat some fiber or something. And then,
So actually, there is a little bit more to this story. I bet you guys are wondering what happened with that guy who asked me out.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jake. I don't know. Do you guys want to hear from Jake about... Do you want to come up here and tell your side of the story?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Jake. And this is a story about my fuckboy, Andie.
Damn.
Actually, my fiancé, Andie. So, the night before our first date, I got a text. And I know what you guys are thinking, major green flag, right? That's what I was thinking. I love communication. It's the foundation of any strong relationship. Honestly, I was like, this is my wife, for sure. And I told everybody, I told my co-founder, I told my friends, I posted this in the group chats. I was like, this is my wife. I know she's dating someone else, but this is my wife. And there's no way they're gonna make it. Like, girls, I don't know who here needs to hear this, but if you are not in the exclusivity stage, like, don't let that fuckboy get in the way of you finding your husband. So a couple weeks later, I called her back and I said, hey, how'd it go? And she was like, he's gone. And I was like, that's awesome. Let's go on that date. And we did, and we're here today.
Everyone give it up for Jake, my fiance. Thank you, my love. So ladies, dump your fuckboy. You might just meet your husband. I feel so lucky that we live in a time where we don't have to settle for the fuckboys. We can freeze our eggs and save them for someone special. So thank you to Spring Fertility for making that possible. Thank you for sponsoring the show tonight. Thank you for being here.
What do you guys think? Red or green for Jake? Do we like Jake?
Bro,
Okay, cool. Good.